Hello and welcome to this week's vlog. I had a phone call from my husband earlier and he said, darling, we're about to run out of loo roll at home. Shall I bring some back from the office or can you get some? And I said, don't worry, we've got a delivery. I put in an order and that is from this company who gives a, and these are their compostable food scrap bags, which I'm actually hoping. I haven't ordered these ones before, but yes, they are the perfect size for our upstairs bins because I love a compostable bag. So those can go up here for that purpose, and they are exactly the right size and what I thought I was going to order. And then I use their bin bags in the kitchen. This isn't an ad. I am not working with them. I'm just sharing because I'm putting it away. And while I was putting everything away, I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to come and chat to you. So this is their bamboo, and they have a regular and a bamboo. In fact, the regular, it's downstairs. We were literally about to run out. This is a bamboo, which is slightly more luxurious. A few people have got in touch when I shared them before and said, be careful in old properties, they can block drains. I haven't had that problem, and this is an old property. We haven't had any problems with our drains. And I've been using these for 10 months. I made the swap over. Then, actually, it was one of you that recommended the bin bags. The bin bags are excellent. Absolutely love them. I buy them in bulk. And I have just ordered for the first time their kitchen roll, and that has come in a box of, I just got 6 to try to start with. I ordered them a couple of days ago, really simple to order, delivered this afternoon, and I have, it's quite heavy and quite awkward, a huge box. This will keep us going for months. But it's really good value as well, particularly if you buy in bulk. And I pop it in the airing cupboard and then we can help ourselves. So I thought I'd just share that with you. I am leaving here in 20 minutes to go to my friend's 50th, and I was umming and ahhing about like showering, redoing makeup, redoing hair. The weather is revolting. I mean, absolutely revolting. And I've decided that actually, quite frankly, there isn't time. I was making marmalade and talking to our vet. Our vet is so friendly, so lovely, and so chatty. And it was about a 15-20 minute phone call, which ate into my showering time. So I will titivate the hair, add on a bit more makeup and change, and we'll be good to go. Simon is very sweetly driving me, popping off to do a few things and then coming back and picking me up. I'm not going to stay very late because tomorrow we are going to London, which I'm super excited about. And then I think I mentioned last week, it's a busy 3 days, 3 nights out on the trot, which I never do, but I couldn't miss Philippa's birthday. And tomorrow is such an exciting night. Paula, lovely Paula, Sutton, Hillhouse Vintage is going to be there. I cannot wait. And Simon is coming with me, so that's really exciting. I will tell you more about that tomorrow. And then it's a black tie dinner at school, so I've got to go there. But then it's a quiet weekend, really quiet weekend. And I am just basically driving with the eldest in preparation to the big test. The trailer is ready to be collected. They've done everything. So I think tomorrow I need to pick that up. And actually Archer's car has got a tiny, tiny little chip. It might have been me. A stone flew up, I think, while I was driving it the other day. There's so many roadworks going on. It's a tiny, tiny little chip, but I'm taking that to be fixed tomorrow. And yeah, bits and pieces going on. But for now, I need to get this loo roll into this cupboard here. Hopefully it all fits, or it's going to be dotted around wherever where I can get it. Well, in fact, I can fill up all the loos and they can have a good stash of loo rolls. So I'll do that. I'll put 4 at the top of the stairs to go down, and I will disperse it. But I just wanted to share this with you. It's such a great company. It's B Corp. They are thinking about the environment, and I think it is a really great loo roll. The bamboo is a little softer on the bottom than the regular. Trust me, it's a little bit more luxurious, but worth it. I forgot to tell you what I was talking to Mike, our vet, about, Molly. And Mike and I were discussing the next step with Molly, and he has requested, rather than coming to see her, some videos of her trotting up and back and doing various different things, so he can have a look at those and then see what he suggests. She's not 100% at last look, but you know, he'll see. He is the expert, he will see. So that's what we were chatting about, and various other things. He's become a friend. And yes, so that was, yeah, our conversation, and I will keep you posted, Molly. Yeah, but she's happy and she's well in herself, and she's being so well looked after, which is absolutely excellent, and we will just see. I knew it was something that was, if it's going to come right, it's going to take a long time, and that's fine. We have absolutely no rush, and I want her to be right, and if she's going to be able to be ridden, then we can take our time and we can see you know, how she gets on. Or Mike might turn around and say, actually, I think she just needs to not be ridden and just be turned away, and or you know, whatever the next step is. We're not at that stage yet, so we're not having that conversation at the moment. At the moment, we are working on doing our utmost to get her strong and what have you, and hopefully sound. She's never going to be an event horse, but if she can be a happy hack and be comfortable, that is what we're aiming for. Anyway, I need to stop waffling and start popping these away. Right, makeup is done. Now I just need to go and sort my hair out. The light in here is so much better. So I've actually just popped a towel in the basin and titivated my makeup. I've just kind of added a little eyeliner and some eyeshadow and some lips. Basically, that is it. And I know exactly what I'm wearing, so I'm going to go sort my hair. I don't know if I can do much of it. In fact, it hasn't been brushed for hours and it's got wet, and I've had my hood up most of the day, so I shall just run the Dyson through it, pop some of that perfume reed spray in it, and hope for the best. So I've just kind of titivated the hair, popped some of that on, and wearing the same outfit that I wore up in Scotland because it just works. Absolutely love the shirt. And I've actually gone with new jewellery that was sent to me by Nice Cream London. Hang on, the hair isn't looking that great. I need to kind of brush it. That's what we need to do. Some new jewels that were sent by Nice Cream London, and they knew that I loved pearls, and so I've got this wonderful collection. It's a gorgeous pearl necklace. I love these earrings, so simple and really pretty. I've stacked it with my gold one. Pearl bracelet, so that is a really lovely set from Nice Cream. They also sent a couple of other bits which are really beautiful. Really fun brooch. Brooches are making a comeback, and then not those earrings, but these are their packaging is also stunning. And hang on, let me show you without throwing them at you. Really beautiful hydrangeas, and a necklace that matches those as well, which is really delicate. Is it in here? Yes. Really delicate, pretty necklace. So I'm looking forward to wearing those. But tonight we are going with pearls. I really do need to sort the hair out a bit. Oh, let's just brush that through. Sort it out. I think it is still raining, so I'm not actually sure what coat I'm going to wear. But this is my look. I'm taking my little bag from Mills and Brown. I love this, and I thought the burgundy actually worked really well with the navy and the pink. I need to pop some lippy in here, my powder just in case I need to titivate, and we are good to go. I need to get the birthday card, a bottle of bubbles, and heading out. But that is my look. I thought I'd just share it with you quickly before I go. Simon is waiting downstairs saying, come on darling, are you ready? Yes, almost. Actually been on the phone to Gus, which has waylaid me, but there is always time to talk to one's children. Absolute priority. I love to turn cuffs back, so I'm just going to turn those back and grab a scarf and head out the door. Good morning. Had a lovely evening last night, really fun. I've done my workout and I don't have to go and do the school run this morning, so I can take a moment to share this with you. My zip halo. Now this is the all new zip halo, new and improved version, and I adore it. I absolutely adore it. I don't go and have facials and treatments and go to spas and things like that, but I do want to do my utmost to make sure that I am looking my best. And this helps me to do that. It's such a clever thing. It lifts, it tones, it sculpts, it helps with pigmentation, which is my main concern. It helps with anti-aging, it helps stimulate and kind of boost and gives you a little bit of a zing and we all need that. So I'm going to share with you how I use it. It is so clever. So I've got my iPad with the app. You can use the app on your phone, your iPad, whatever it is. I actually find it really helpful on my iPad, and I've got a big screen and I can choose my treatment. So we can do lymphatic drainage, we can do a collagen boost, we can do an instant facelift, we can sculpt, we can even do a treatment for our lips. I'm not into fillers, Botox, all of that jazz, but I am in to, things that can just help and give us a boost. So, naked skin, but really important that you use one of the gels with it. So the new zip comes with 3 mini travel size, and you get a little pouch to keep it in as well with the charging lead. It just plugs in and it's so easy to charge and use. Now this is the crystal gel, and this is formulated to help with pigmentation. So this is my favourite, but the different gels do different things. So they will like plump, hydrate, all sorts of things, but we are going in with this. Now you do want to use a generous amount, and you make sure that you have it all over your face and under here as well. So I just pop on the gel. I've got my gel on, I've turned my halo on. You just simply press this button, it's super easy. I'm going to go with the instant facelift because I'm heading up to London later. I want to be looking my best, so I press start treatment and it says make sure your halo is on, and then the founder talks you through every treatment.
All right, we're going to begin this treatment at the bottom of the neck and work our way up.
I love
this
having
is by far our most powerful treatment.
It's so clever.
And it's all about the muscle. I like to spend a lot of time on the outer rim of the face because that's where the muscles are that actually lift the face up. So I always like
and
to
you
get
can
a good
feel
amount in
it tingling
that
and
area.
doing its thing. It's so clever.
And I'll come back in here. Now, this is a free-form treatment, so as long as you start down low and then slowly work your way up, you're good to go. You're going to use nice firm pressure, and you really want to carve out the face. So I like to use the globes and feel where the bone is, and I push against the underside of the bone, if that makes sense. So like down here, I'm carving like that. That's how I'm gonna get the best lift. And that's what this is all about. Some other fun little tricks on the forehead. You can bob back and forth right here at the top. This will give you just an all over forehead lift. Also, you can go vertical and pull up. Okay, so now I'm going to start on the other side. So once again, I'm going to start at the neck and move my way up. So I'm laying my foundation so that when I go back in and I really focus on those areas that bother me.
My treatment has finished and I'm feeling zingy, and that's what the halo does, is it gives you this zing as you are doing it, and you can feel the currents, not in a nasty way at all. It's actually stimulating and uplifting, and I don't know, but I'm definitely feeling more sculpted and lifted. And I find it really user friendly using the app. There are so many different options, so you can learn how to use your halo, which I love that it just teaches you and takes you through step by step. There's something for the jowls, the eyes, pimples, plumping, sun damage, lips, healing, your neck, sculpting, tone corrector, instant facelift, the everything facial, collagen boost, lymphatic drainage, you name it, you can do it from the comfort of your own home with your Zip Halo. And I love the different gels that you can get to go with them. So this one is focused on pigmentation, which is my main concern. I used to feel so underconfident about going out without makeup on, and I was always, and it's horrid when you're not feeling confident in yourself, and this has made a huge difference. I absolutely love it, and I think it's really making a huge difference to my skin, which is why I wanted to share this with you. I am working with Zip Halo on this part of the video, and they've very kindly given me a discount code to share with you, which is Ask Charlie, which gives you 10% off everything. And it's an open-ended discount code, which is brilliant. So it's not like only available for a couple of weeks, it's open-ended, and it really is a great bit of kit. I love taking the time just to sit down and use it and know that I am doing good to my skin. And there's so many different options, whether you want to do a collagen boost or lymphatic drainage or lifting, sculpting, facelift, and it's really user friendly. It's so easy just to download the app, log in and do your treatment plan. And I love the fact that there is so much choice, so many different options, and if you have a breakout of spots, you can use your halo to target that. If you have got some sun damage, if you have cut your face and you want to, and it needs healing, you can do that. It is such great bit of kit. So I will leave the discount code on the screen here again for you. Ask Charlie for 10% off, and I will leave all of the details in the description of this video. I love it. I think it's a great bit of kit. I don't have time to go out and spend money on treatments and facials and all of that jazz, but I do have time. 10 minutes I think is the longest one. Let's just double check. There's 4 minutes, there's 2 minutes, there's a 12-minute one. That's the everything facial, the whole jazz. We can all take a little bit of time. The heal treatment is just 1 minute. And so there's lots of different options, and it's really easy just to fit in and take a little bit of time for, we all need to take a bit of time for some TLC, don't we? And I love just sitting here, admiring the view and using my halo. And I love being able to share wonderful products with you. I've been using this now for, gosh, quite a few months, and I love it and think it has made a huge difference to my overall skin and appearance. And I am ready for the day. I've popped a little eyeliner on, and later when I get changed to head up to London, I will pop a little eyeshadow on. But I've done my makeup, I love these kind of everyday earrings. Not very practical when I am hopefully back riding, wearing a riding hat, but I just think they're really pretty. Lovely Charlotte Netman pearls. Mum's necklace. And then this gorgeous knit is from Palomi. I think that's how we say it. And their branding is utterly gorgeous. I bought a navy dress in the summer from them, and they got in touch and said, Charlie, would you choose an item from our knitwear range? And I went with this. It's just a totally classic navy cable knit. I've got my peach belt on, and my white shirt is from the Oxford Shirt Company. They do really great, just basic everyday shirts. I'm a bit bored, to be honest. You're probably bored of seeing me wearing a roll neck, and I could put a silk scarf on if my neck gets cold. It's not too bad today, so I could put that on just for an extra layer of warmth. But I chose this navy classic cable knit because it's timeless. It's something that I will have in my wardrobe for years to come, and it does all seasons. You could put, I could put a roll neck. Yes, I was wearing a roll neck with my cardigan. I could put a roll neck underneath. I could pop it over my shoulders. I could pop it over a dress. I could wear it in so many different ways, and I'm all about timeless, classic pieces in my wardrobe that I can wear in lots of different ways. And I just thought this was gorgeous, and I don't have a cable knit like this, and actually my navy jumper that is not cable but plain with the patches on the sleeves was Mum's, and it's so precious that I don't wear it very often. I just wear it when I feel like I need a hug from her, and so I wear that. So I thought I would choose this item. So I will leave the details to Palomi in the details, and their packaging is incredible, really beautiful, and gorgeous things. Lovely brand. As I mentioned earlier, I discovered them last summer. I've got a really great navy classic swing dress. They have great basics and some more fun pieces as well. But now I need to go downstairs, open up my laptop, do a little bit of editing, a few bits and pieces. I've got quite a long to-do list before changing and heading up to London. I just said to Simon, I'm going to quickly do what I'm wearing before we need to leave. Should have left 10 minutes ago, but I had an unexpected meeting and I thought I'd share my outfit with you. Now, the dress code is, actually I can't remember. I think it's smart casual, something like that. But it's London, it's Shaftesbury Avenue. I haven't done my makeup, the dishwasher's on, it's a little bit chaotic, and Florence is lying at my feet like in her tail, but we're just going to ignore her, okay? I'm wearing these pearls, necklace, a gorgeous brooch from Nice Cream London. It's just a bit fun. Black LK Bennett, which I bought from Juliana pre-loved. The dishwasher was just finished. One of my base layers, a pre-loved cashmere cardi that I've had for years because it's a little bit chilly. And then this gorgeous skirt which has pockets and a lovely elasticated waist from Clary and Peg. And they very kindly sent me this. They said, Charlie, will you choose something for our website? And I just thought this was really fun. It could be dressed up, dressed down. You could wear it with trainers. But I've teamed it with suede knee-high boots. And this is my look. Sorry, I'm being a little bit rushed, but we really have got to go. And I'll tell you more about the evening. It's for a screening. It's coming out tomorrow for a movie with Claire Foy called H is for Hawk. And Paula Sutton is doing the Q&A. And we love Paula. We absolutely love Paula, and so it's going to be a really special evening, but we can't be late, so I've got to fly. So we made it. We're up in London, just around the corner from Shaftesbury Avenue. Managed to park super close, literally lucking out with parking at the moment. And I've got my gorgeous little burgundy bag from, in fact, I think it's from Mills and Brown. Simon just said to me, it's so lovely being up in London in the bustle and the atmosphere. It's really fun.
Trying so hard not to trip. Don't trip, don't fall over. Hello everyone. Good evening everyone and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. You're joining us tonight for something very special. It's a special screening in celebration of the BAFTA long-listed H's for Hawk, hosted by Lionsgate UK.
Tonight you will be amongst the first to experience this powerful and beautifully realised book adaptation on the big screen. H's for Hawk is based on a true story, as many of you who have read the memoir will know. Memoir of the same name by Helen MacDonald, and it's a soaring journey of the connection between people and nature and how it might be possible to reconcile loss through love. The film stars Claire Foy, Brendan Gleeson, and a wider cast of extraordinary British talent, and is directed by the wonderful Philippa Lowthorpe.
So now we're excited to announce that we have two very special guests, and they'll be joining us for a 30-minute Q&A. Please give a warm welcome to the director, Philippa Lowthorpe, and the author, Helen MacDonald.
We had far more questions than we've got time to ask, so forgive us if we move at pace. Philippa, I'm going to start with you. This book explores such powerful themes: grief, isolation, feeling like an outsider, and the tension between being human and being wild. And I wondered, what were the core themes you were most drawn to when you were shaping the film?
Well, I think all of those, everything that you've said. My own father died not long before I actually read Helen's memoir, so it spoke to me in an incredibly profound way. But also, as well as it being about grief, the memoir is also about avoiding grief. And, you know, not many of us would lose someone and then go and train a goshawk, would we?
Don't do it, it's a really bad idea.
So it's so many layers and so much complexity in Helen's memoir. I really wanted to capture some of that, and also the English countryside. I grew up in all my relations, all my family were farmers on both sides of my family. So to me, we don't often see the English countryside represented, and it was so important to show that for me, because I love it, and that was very, very important. And also to show what depression does to you, and that was a very, very important aspect too. And the hawks, obviously.
So Helen,
Hello.
grief is obviously such a central theme in the book. It's such a personal story. How did it feel to see your own grieving process portrayed on screen? And did watching it give you any new perspective on those memories?
Yes and weird. So initially I was like, it's not that weird, is it, having a film made about you? And in fact, I was driving with a friend the other day, about 3 or 4 months ago, and there was a phone-in on the radio, and the DJ was like, what would be the soundtrack of your life if there was a movie? And I'm like, I don't know really. And my friend was like, Helen, there is one. So the first time I saw it, I didn't know what to expect. I was astonished by how much Claire inhabited me. In fact, there were times she would come on screen and my brain would be like, oh, there I am, which I didn't expect at all. It's a haunting. There are things that in the film that really made plain some stuff I didn't understand really when I was going through that. And one of them was that how much me and my mum were cut off from each other. At the time I was too busy with the Hawk to even think about anyone really, but the film makes it really quite poignant, I think, that my mum was sort of reaching out and I was reaching out, but there's a kind of mutual incomprehension founded through grief there. So that was
morning. And yes, I'm wearing the same clothes as yesterday because I actually only wore these for a few hours, and I thought it's such a waste to put them in the wash, and I'm only going to be wearing them for a few hours today because I've got my dress. Shall I show you? Let me move my water bottle out of the way. This is my little number for tonight's dinner. It is from me and thee. I love this brand, absolutely love it. I've got the green dress in exactly the same style, and this was in the sale, and Di has had to, bless her, while we were up in Scotland, I knew I wasn't going to have time. She has just taken it up a little bit for me because it is very, very, very long, and I'm not that tall, and I didn't want to be tripping on it, so Di really sweetly last weekend has taken it up. Let me just hang it back. Oh. So that is exciting. Last night, let's just have a chat about it. Wow, wow, wow. It was incredible. So I have probably shared with you before that theatres, cinemas, any big comfy seat, dark place, atmosphere, warm and cosy, I'm prone, more than prone, to nodding off. And there was not a moment of that. And Simon said to me, darling, I can't believe you stayed awake throughout it. And I was like, I was gripped. The cinematography, is that the right word? I'm not sure if it is, but you know what I mean. The filming was so exquisite. It was just the most magical evening. So we arrived at the Picturehouse on the corner of Shaftesbury Avenue and I think Great Windmill Street. We managed to park around the corner. I'm sorry, it was a bit rushed. I wanted to get ready properly with you. And I unexpectedly had a meeting that had to happen yesterday. And it was on Zoom with somebody in America and someone here. There were 3 of us. And the only time that we could do, because I was leaving at 4, was 3:30. So it was a tight turnaround. Anyway, drove up, parked around the corner. Simon started the driving so I could reply to emails and catch up on some bits. We swapped over like, I don't know, half an hour down the road, and then I did the rest of the driving, and then he was finishing his bits and pieces, tag teaming. We parked really close. We went in, they had canapes and drinks. Paula and another lady were doing a Q&A with the author and the director of the film. It was really amazing just to listen to them both talking. And then we watched it and it was just amazing. Lovely Leonora was there, she's very friendly, sat next to me, which was lovely to see her and have her company. And it was just so beautifully filmed. A lot of emotion, humour, we laughed, we cried, yep. Not sure there was a dry eye in the house. It's an amazing film. I cannot more highly recommend going to see it. H is for Hawk, and I think it will win awards. It was such an honour, and I mean a huge honour to be invited. Paula sweetly added me to the guest list, and Simon, which was really lovely. Simon wasn't feeling 100%, so he started the driving, and then we swapped over again on the way back. He was like, no, darling, I don't want you to vlog me. He's a bit coldy and just slightly under the weather. He'll be fine, but he said he felt okay this morning, which is good. So I'd send him off to work with. He actually bought quite a lot of medicines in Italy when we were skiing. They have a similar thing to a Lemsip, I'm guessing, and I've sent him off with those today. So anyway, he's done the school run. Coco stayed with a friend last night, so it's only one school run, one school pickup today, because actually then Archie's going to go and stay with a friend in London, and we are going to the sports club dinner at school. So it was just a really special, wonderful evening. We didn't really eat. it's a bit of an awkward time, 6:30. And we didn't have time to eat before, so we ended up going into Whole Foods, and it was just about to close. We nipped in there and we had a picnic in the car on the way back. If Simon had been feeling better, I would have vlogged it for you, because it was quite funny. We had I have a bit of a thing about Jarlsberg cheese. So we had a packet of cheese, we had hummus, we had carrot sticks and celery sticks and bits and pieces, and we had a picky picnic supper at like 11 p.m. driving home. Got home quite late, but got up and did my workout. It's quite nice actually, not Simon doing the school run, not having to get up at 6 a.m. Bottle of water, did my workout. I'm feeling so much better for doing them. Just, yeah, it's good for me. Definitely feeling just more energized, better, bit tighter. Things are, you know, it's just good. It's good to work out, and it's sort of strength and Pilates, little bit of cardio. This morning was tough. I was a sweaty mess, and I have just had a phone meeting with somebody that I met in Chelsea Town Hall. I can't say too much at this stage, but he came up to me and he said what he did, and it's something that I have wanted to do for about 5 years. Somebody first said to me, what about doing XYZ? And I said, and they sowed the seed, and I think it might be happening. He's coming back to me next week with prices. I've got the original prices, but he's coming. We've talked about what, and he is going to work out the figures, come back to me, and then I'm going to see if I can afford to do it. That's the bottom line. If money wasn't an object, I would have pressed the green light now. But I've always been really kind of fiercely independent. I'm doing this, and I'm doing this on my own, and if I can't afford to do it, then we'll have to wait until I can afford to do it. So we will see. But there's a few. If the stars align, this year's going to be exciting. There's a few. There's a project two projects I finished last year that hopefully are going to come to life this year. I think one of them again is whether I can afford to do it, and I'm just waiting for some feedback on that one. Sorry, this is all a bit cryptic, but if I say I'm kind of busy with meetings, it has been a bit crazy. It's because I'm working on some really exciting things, and I hope that the stars align and I can do them and share them with you all. And it's sort of that moment of expanding my little business a little bit more and taking steps, and I'm feeling really excited, but a little bit sick with nerves, if I'm perfectly honest, because it's just a bit like, holy moly, can we do this? Anyway, we will see what happens in the coming months. Watch this space is all I can say, and if it doesn't come to life, then it doesn't, and maybe it will next year or down the line or another time. We will see. We can put things on ice and put them on hold. But now, in fact, I need to skedaddle. I have a podcast recording with somebody that I absolutely adore, and I cannot wait to have this conversation with her. So I'm going to go and get myself set up, ready for that, and I'll be back with you later on. The girls and I are very, very happy to be out. They're all running around. And let them have a little run for a moment and chat to you. But had 2-3 meetings today so far, and a podcast recording, all going well. And now I get to enjoy it not being with rain, taking the dogs out for a lovely walk. Then I'm going to go and pick up the trailer from Universal, which is ready to be collected, finish off making a batch of marmalade, possibly do some mucking out if there is time, depending on how quickly the marmalade takes to set, and then get ready for the ball this evening. So luckily a few of my meetings have been quite quick, which is good, but exciting. So anyway, it is so nice. It has rained all week. I've got my mucky wally boots, my chameaus, because I knew that it was going to be muddy. The dogs are going to need a good rub down. Now, few people have got in touch. Well, in fact, everybody asks me, hang on, Penny? No, come on, Pen. Asks about muddy footprints and dogs and what I do about it. Penny trying to slope off. Dog towels. I have a huge array of dog towels by the back door, and I just give them a rub off. I don't bath them every time because it's just ridiculous. I can't bath them every single day for dogs, but I just have dog towels and rub them down, and until they're 100% dry, they just stay put in the kitchen, and that works really well. Anyway, I'm going to concentrate on this little lot. Enjoy being out in the fresh air with a bit of blue sky. So exciting. And I'll chat to you later. Here I am, looking kind of crazy, and I never know which way to put these on. Is it that way or is it the other way? I don't know. But anyway, I thought I'd better put them on because I'm actually feeling a bit tired. These are the ones from Foreo. They're the Iris Hydrating Hydrogel Eye Mask. I thought we needed a little bit of that, and actually they've been on for long enough, so I'm just going to wipe them off. I need to do my skincare, but before I do that, these are just Boots Brightening Eye Drops. We are putting some of them in. So I've got the trailer back. Oh, they're just the best. Everything is fixed, everything is working. It's very, very easy to do the electrics without the bit coming to pieces. Very, very, very happy. Mummy just done my hair. Horsey Mummy is what I'm referring to, and I need to put some moisturiser on, but normally I'd put my SPF on and then my Dr. Jart, and I'm not sure. I just want a light moisturiser. I think I'm actually, this is such a good base for makeup, I'm just going to use it anyway, because I know that my makeup sits well with it, and most of my other moisturisers are quite hydrating and more night ones, so I'll just go with a bit of this. Yeah, that will do. And let that soak in, and then I'm going to go into the other bathroom, put my makeup on. The light is so much better in there, and trying to do my makeup in here with terrible lighting is not ideal. So there we are. I haven't decided what jewellery to wear. Sai is actually in the bathroom having a bath. Maybe I will just do my makeup here. Yeah, I've got eye gunk. I actually decided to have a shower. Been rushing around, walked the dogs, got slightly wet hair, did the trailer, did Tori, and I just thought, no, have a shower, start again, feel fresh as a daisy for tonight. I'm going to do my makeup here, but I'm going to get ready, and I will share with you my final look once I'm ready to go out tonight. And I am ready. This is my look for this evening. The dress is still a little bit long. I've got black heels. I love it. I decided not to wear a necklace. I've got my mum's gold knot earrings. I've got this chunky ring, which I don't know where I got it from, years ago, somewhere like Topshop, and a chunky gold bracelet, and decided, yeah, that a necklace was probably too much. And then black wrap, black bag, and that is my look this evening. So I'm still not feeling 100%. I'm not sure he's going to come and share his look. He was like, do you know what, darling? Everybody's seen the green velvet jacket. They don't need to see it again. I'm wearing exactly the same thing as I normally do. I was like, well, it would be nice if you came and joined me. And he was like, no, I don't think so. Don't worry. He's just finishing getting ready, and we are going to head off. But it should be a really fun evening. We are on a table with great friends that we have known since the children were 2 or 3, which is really lovely. So it'll be a fun evening I wanted to share with you. My look, I love these dresses. I just find them really easy to wear. It's from Me and Thee, and I got it in the sale. I think, I don't know, it was a good price. Anyway, so that is the look, and it's time to head out. And here he is. I said, darling, if I do your bow tie, will you come and say good evening to everyone? Anyway, he's looking gorgeous, and you're feeling all right,
Yep.
aren't you? Right, let's head on. Good morning. I am feeling a little jaded. I've done 3 nights in a row, and sorry, got an itchy nose. It was really, really a fun evening, and we left at midnight. It was still very much in full swing, but there's a lot going on here today, but I'm not doing it. I just am a guest, which is really lovely. The house we live in is rented. Our landlord and lady are wonderful friends, and there is a lunch being hosted in our barn today. I won't be able to share any of it with you, but I can talk to you a little bit. Our landlord was in the Coldstream Guards, and the Coldstream Guards are having a lunch. I think the Regimental Silver is coming out, and the his name is his title, Regimental Quartermaster Sergeant something. So no, what can we call him? He's such a lovely chap. So he's here getting everything set up, and they are doing the food in the kitchen. I think I cut my eyelashes. Did I cut my eyelashes? We'll just do them again. I can't remember. And so I have just cleared the decks in the kitchen, ready for them just to take over and do the lunch. But it should be really fun, really fun. And then, yeah, we get to sit down and enjoy the lunch with them, which is perfect. The barn is all tidy, the barn is all ready, and I just need to put some mascara on, and then I'm ready too. But yeah, 3 nights in a row is not a good idea. I am going to go to bed super early and definitely having a detox. In fact, I probably won't drink now for a while. Not that I am a big drinker, but I did have a few glasses of bubbles last night and a few on Wednesday night at my friend's 50th. And this week I won't drink. And then in a week today, I'm going to Lanzarote. I'm going to take you with me and share snippets of the Vitality Retreat. I cannot tell you how the timing is just perfect. I need the Vitality Retreat. I need to just sleep, eat good food, no sugar, no, nasties, no booze, and yoga, stretching, walking, hiking, all of that jazz. Hopefully the weather is good enough to lie by a pool and read a book. If it's not, I shall lie in my bed and read a book and relax and recharge, because it's been busy. There's been a lot going on, and yeah, when I can finally tell you everything, all of my plans, once they're at a slightly further stage along than they currently are at the moment, then you'll understand. There's just quite a lot in my head right now, but it's exciting. But 5 days in the sun, hopefully it's the sun. Actually, I spoke to somebody yesterday who went to the Canaries and the weather was atrocious and there was a storm, and I said, actually, I don't think I mind. I don't think I mind at all, but hopefully the weather will be nice and warm and lovely. But now I need to go downstairs, make sure, double check that everything's ready. Simon is making coffees for everybody, and it should be a really lovely day. But I'm sorry, I don't think I'm going to be able to share any of it with you because it wouldn't be appropriate, but it's really lovely, and it's so lovely that they're hosting it here. It's something, it's not an annual thing, but it's something that they do from time to time, and in the barn here over the years. And the previous tenants didn't have the barn, but because we've got the horses and what have you, when we came to look at it, we said, actually, could we rent the barn and the outbuildings as well and have it as a whole? They were like, yes, absolutely. But from time to time, could we have our, and we were like, yes, absolutely, of course you can. And we've been here now for 18 months. This is the first one, and it's really lovely. It's so lovely. And as I said earlier, they are really dear friends, really dear friends, and it's so special and it's so lovely. And when Mum died, our landlady, who I've known, gosh, for 18 years, just sort of scooped us all up, and they're a very special family, so it's lovely, lovely, lovely. Anyway, enough waffle. I need to go and get sorted and organised. At least I've got my makeup on and I'm not looking too jaded. I'm going to go and have a matcha and have a spring in my step. But anyway, it was a fun night, and yeah, lovely to support the school, fundraise for the school, and yeah, I'm very tired. So I just went down to have a look in the barn, and they let me share a little snippet with you. Oh, they do things so beautifully. But I wanted to show you the floodwater. Look at that. Sarah, who's doing the cooking, said, "Oh, a wonderful lake you've got." It's actually not a lake. It's a river that's massively burst its banks. But anyway, we're having such a lovely day, chatting away in the kitchen. Lots of friends in common. And yeah, very happy. So nice not to be doing the cooking, but just to be chatting, keeping company and enjoying. Anyway, and the sun is shining, which is a complete and utter bonus. And somebody's down there enjoying the floodwater and stand-up paddleboarding, I think. And then can you see all the geese on the other side? Massively zoomed in. I just caught him out of the corner of my eye. Zoom back out and you can see what it's like. It's never been so high, I don't think. Wowie. So much rain this week. But at least we have blue sky now. And hopefully he's enjoying a paddle. You see, zoom back in. Good morning. I'm here up at Indy's. Coco's having a riding lesson. We have come up, Coco's come up a few times to ride Fifi since she's been here for the last couple of weeks, and she's going to come home tomorrow. We've got the saddler coming, and so they'll do that here, and then Coco will bring her home. It's actually quite cold. I'm regretting not having gloves or a hat, but anyway, it's fine. It's lovely to be up here being horsey mum. I've missed it. And yesterday was such a lovely lunch, absolutely fab. Ended up making great friends with Sarah, and Sarah was doing the lunch and is married to, I'm not sure what rank he is in the Coldstream Guards, but quite senior. And it was just, yeah, really wonderful, really lovely, a very happy afternoon, followed by taxiing the children around, marmalade making, supper, all that jazz. And actually we sat down with Archie and watched 2 episodes from the first series of The Night Manager, and we wanted him to watch those, refresh our memory. That first series was amazing, so we watched 2 episodes. I sat I didn't sit by the fire, I sat in the comfiest armchair, the one that needs to be recovered, and did my tapestry, which was really lovely. Had a good night's sleep, and now we're up here. I have got quite a bit of work to do today, but that's fine. When we get back, I am going to be working for pretty much the rest of the day. I've got a few things I need to film for brands that I'm working with, and I need to get them done. And yesterday, that by the time everybody left and the kitchen was sort of sorted, the light was beginning to go, and I was like, do you know what, I'm just going to make a batch of marmalade and chat, which was lovely. It was great. So anyway, that is the plan, but it is bitterly cold, and I'm going to enjoy watching Coco ride. It feels like, and the last time she competed was early December, so yeah, it's been a little while, but anyway, it's lovely to be up here. Yesterday turned out to be a crazy day. We had comings and goings, and it's just a typical sort of weekend here, bit of a madhouse. And I was also filming some content for a brand that I'm working with. And I was talking to Simon last night about it, and he was like, it's such a great company. And I'm working with them over on my Instagram, but I wanted to actually come here and talk to you about it. I'm not obliged to do this at all. I'm sharing it because it is really, really impressive. And that is Mindful Chef. Can't actually believe that I'm working with them. It's very exciting. Healthy eating made easy. We're a proud B Corp, continually using our business as a force of good. Over 20 million school meals donated to children living in poverty. So impressive. Your recipe box creates 21% less carbon than a supermarket shop. It's a very, very impressive company, and the quality of ingredients is amazing. I did 2 recipes yesterday, utterly delicious. Simon was really, really impressed. And then I'm filming another recipe because I just I ended up driving with Archie yesterday afternoon. I just ran out of time and daylight. So I'm going to be filming a tuna recipe, and this company, Wild Leap, free, not farmed yellowfin tuna, is a company that actually Simon knows very well. In fact, I know them very well as well. So really good quality ingredients and such an impressive service. Now, life for me is at the moment is kind of crazy. It's a little bit like, and I haven't wanted to whinge about this at all, but it's a little bit like having toddlers again, because Archie's now at home and he's doing his A-levels down here and he's at college, and he prefers studying here than in the library there, and often there isn't space in the library, particularly if the weather's bad in the winter. So there is a lot of driving. It's a good 45-minute drive on a good run, and the nearest bus is a 30-minute drive. So actually by the time we're 30 minutes there, I may as well just drive him the last little bit anyway. And I love his company, I love chatting to him, but I am doing at least 3 hours of school runs a day that I wasn't doing before, and it's a little bit of a shock to the system. So hopefully he passes his driving test, although I will miss the time I have with him, and I feel really privileged that he wants to spend time with us. He's come home, he was at boarding school, but he's come home to do his A-levels, to spend time with us, and it's really lovely. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't vlog yesterday evening, because actually we all just sat down and watched The Night Manager, and I was doing my tapestry. It's lovely. But this is why I'm talking to you about Mindful Chef and sharing it with you here, because it's such an impressive service. You choose your boxes, it gets delivered to your door, really great quality ingredients, fresh, lovely, a great company that has great values, and it's really easy. I'm off to Lanzarote on a wellness retreat, and I can just stock up and know that the children can follow step by step easily, create a wonderful meal. I say children, they're 17 and almost 16, and Simon as well, that they can eat really healthily. I wasn't making brilliant choices last year. I was so busy writing the book and working on this other things that are coming out later this year. And I was reaching for a packet of crisps, an apple, a bar of chocolate for lunch on days when I didn't have time to cook a proper lunch. Well, with Mindful Chef, it actually, if you know that you've got a really busy week, you can just take the stress out of it. Order. You don't even need to think about, have I got that ingredients? Do I need to go? I don't have time to do a supermarket shop. What are we going to eat? Oh my goodness. All of that. This company takes all of that stress out of it and makes it so easy with great seasonal fresh produce. Let me just get this to show you. I am not obliged to share any of this with you here, but I wanted to. After talking to Simon last night, he was like, it makes such sense. I also have a discount code, which I'll pop on the screen here. Ask Charlie for you to get 25% off your first 4 boxes if you want to try Mindful Chef. I am really impressed. So you get, this is a winter issue for Unplug, Reconnect, Enjoy Cooking. And so you choose, this is one of the recipes I cooked yesterday. So recipe 10, week 4, pop me in the fridge. So clever. you know, recyclable packaging. So then you go to recipe 10 in here. Mexican style beef, I'm going to struggle to say that word. Utterly scrumptious, so delicious, really, really good food. And we also did yesterday the halloumi and sweet potato salad, so delicious, really good. And I'm now about to cook the yellowfin tuna noodle salad with peanut and blood orange dressing. I'm pretty sure it's that one. So yes, in fact, let me just double check. 18, it's in the fridge. Yes, it's 18, so it's that one. And that is going to be our lunch today. So I need to get cooking it, but I just wanted to jump on here and share that with you because I am really, really impressed. And if you are super busy, if you are juggling all sorts of plates, struggling and compromising on what you're eating and your health, you don't need to, because this is a really great option and I just wanted to share it with you. Anyway, it's time to get cooking and I will chat to you later on. So I've done an outfit change. You wonder what I'm up to. Some days I change outfits numerous times. If I'm filming different content and I need a different look, then that's what happens. So yeah, and I'm now making granola because Archie's got his driving test as you're watching this today. So we're praying, fingers crossed, that he passes. You know, anything can happen. Anything can happen, bless him. He is driving really well and we're putting a lot of practice in, but you know, it's one of those things. It's his first test. He passed his theory first time and we will see. But he said to me, Mummy, if I pass, can I give my teacher some of your homemade granola as a thank you, because I think she'd love it. I said, yes, darling, of course. So I'm making granola for him to give some to her as a thank you if he passes, but I think she deserves some whether he passes or not. So that is what I'm up to now, but I just want to thank you so much for tuning in this week. I really hope you've enjoyed this week's video. If you have got to the end, I think you need to leave H is for Hawk in the comments. It is the most exquisitely filmed film. I cannot more highly recommend it. It is beautiful, 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 and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I literally was captivated by it. You felt like you were in the room, there, present. I recommend going to see it on a big screen. It's out in cinemas now. It came out actually last week. But wonderful Tish, who works for me, is away at the moment, and so I'm having to edit ahead of time. We're juggling things here. But anyway, H is for Hawk. I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. I'm going to carry on making granola, sending you much love and hope you have a super weekend.